Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Practitioner Call. It's Thursday, 9 a.m. My name is Marcy Preble. I'm Senior Presidential Director with LifeWave, and I am so glad that you're here today. You may be a practitioner coming on today to understand what this technology is and also how you would set up your office. You may also be a client of a practitioner, and possibly your practitioner sent you to the call to say, learn more about this technology I recommend. This call, all are welcome. We really spend about 30 minutes going through the science and tech of LifeWave, and then 30 minutes about how you can get your offices set up so that you can actually provide this to your clients. So thank you so much for coming today. So it all starts with X39. This is our stem cell activation patch. And I actually learned about it 4 years ago from a doctor. Dr. Rhonda Donahue. She's a PhD in nutrition. She owns a few clinics in Southern California. And basically about, in 2017, I was diagnosed with fast growing cells of the breast, and it was pretty advanced. And I was a pretty sick girl. I was scared, so I did a year of chemo. I did radiation. I took all my private parts off, and then 6 months later, it just came back under the skin. So I was pretty devastated. And she was not only my doctor, but she was also a very good friend of mine. And she's one of those doctors that are super particular about their ingredients. So you may be one of those doctors where you look at the ingredient deck and you say, if that's in it, you don't take it. And that's what Rhonda was to me. She would always tell me what the right products were to take. Well, she showed up at my house with this technology 4 years ago. And yes, it looks like a Band-Aid. And I did tell her, Dr. Rhonda, this looks like a Band-Aid. And she goes, well, you know, I research everything. And this is a form of wearable light technology. And you know that I've been working in light technology the last couple of years. I have the red light sauna. I have all the lasers in clinic. I work with light because light makes change in the body. And you guys know this because you're doctors, but she educated me. She said, this is called photobiomodulation, light making change in the body. And she said, Marcy, when you open up this patch, you look inside and that's white organic crystal. This is a reflector of light. And she said, you see, we radiate a low grade infrared light and it's coming right off of our bodies. We are our own light. And we know that light is truth. It's a universal truth. When you go out into the sun for 20 minutes, your own body activates vitamin D. So light does make change in the body. What we didn't really understand is that light actually comes right off of our bodies. You know, that's also truth because have you ever heard of night goggles? Military looking at people at night, that is your light signature. So this organic crystal, it's made up of some amino acids, sugar, salt, water, and oxygen, and it forms a perfect lattice. This lattice is a reflector. It's a reflector of your own light. So when you put this on your skin, it reflects back your own light to do something. And this particular product, X39, activates a peptide. David, the owner of the company, really is into activating peptides. That's also really big in medical right now, peptide activation. So this activates a peptide, GHK copper peptide. And some of you practitioners might want to write that down in your notes to research. GHK copper peptide is a communicator to your stem cells. And basically what GHK does is it says for your stem cells to start working again, to start making more again, and to reset them to start working like you're young again. So that is what X39 does. It activates through light GHK copper peptide, which reactivates your stem cells to work again and work like you were 20 again. Well, that sounds pretty great, doesn't it? Yes. So basically, I asked Dr. Rhonda, why is it important that our stem cells should be activated? I didn't really understand. I knew that a lot of people were going to Europe to get stem cell injections, but I didn't know why. And so she educated me. She said, well, stem cells are the only cells in your body that are changeable. They can change into whatever cell your body needs for repair. She said, no other cells can do that. Your brain cells aren't changeable. Your liver cells aren't changeable. Your heart cells aren't changeable. Your breast connective tissue, which is no longer there, is not changeable. So It's not changeable, but stem cells are changeable. They have the unique ability to march like an army and find your areas of weakness. They find that by finding inflammation. And then those stem cells start to work and they change into whatever you need to repair. And it's kind of beautiful. If you think back from a baby to about someone that's 30, what do you see? It's called youth, right? It's youth. And what is youth? Well, when a sperm and an egg meet, that is when stem cells begin. Stem cells make the baby's head, the heart, they I can't pronounce that word, differentiate, right, into whatever they need to be. When the baby comes out, those stem cells down regulate. So you can't make two heads anymore. But what they do is they keep that baby into childhood, into adolescence, into adulthood, repairing and young. And then at about age 30, guess what happens? The activity goes down by about 50%. And by age 60, it's almost all gone. The stem cells aren't dead. They're just kind of like dormant. I kind of think they go on retirement or something. And so what does GHK copper peptide do? It actually calls them back up and says to start working and to start working like they're young again. Now, I don't know what they're going to do for you, but your body knows what you need, and they direct through the language of inflammation. That is how the stem cells know where to fix you first. So if you got a lot of inflammation in your liver, where do you think the stem cells are going to go first? To your liver. And then they're going to go to your next thing. Maybe your heart has some inflammation, going to go there. Then it's going to go to the next thing. Maybe it's your spinal cord, that lower back nerve issue. It's going to go there. Then, as Dr. Dini said yesterday on our call, she said, I had for 15 years bone on my knee, no cartilage. So then the stem cells are going to go to the knee, for example. So I don't know where they're going to go for you first. Just know they're going to go. Now, a lot of people say, well, will you feel something right away? Some people do, some people don't. And that's just truth. And that's because the stem cells are going to repair first what you need to live. And then they're going to go to what you feel. David Schmidt says, please give X39 1 month for every decade you are old. Dr. Stacy says, stop X39 when you want to start aging again. Let me say that again. Stop X39 when you want to start aging again. Anybody want to do that? No, not so much me. So I want to remind you what it's like to be young. We're all different ages on this call. I happened to be born in 1967, so I was an 80s girl. Anybody an 80s girl here? How embarrassing. So there, Sean's an 80s girl, not just an 80s girl by myself. Okay, so do you remember back in the 80s? I don't know, remember Madonna was big back then. And we had a whole lot of hair. We had big old eyebrows. We weren't gray. We had no wrinkles, right? That was youth. That was youth. And now as you age, what happens? Well, for women, their hair starts thinning, it gets gray, their eyebrows go away, they get wrinkled, they get the turkey neck. These are signs of what? Aging. I would say that most of our issues, right? Our chronic issues are not issues at all. They're signs of aging. So what if we could reverse that? So that's what this technology is all about. And it's David Schmidt, the owner, inventor, and CEO's greatest work yet. This company has been here since 2004. David Schmidt has been working on light technology since 2004. The Navy SEALs called him in 2004 and asked him to figure out a technology that keeps the guys up at night without stimulants. That was the beginning of his company. It's actually called the energy patch. It turns fat into energy and it activates the mitochondria of every cell of the body. It's the igniter of your body. It's a great, great system. It's actually a 2-patch system. This is one of the patches where you have a brown patch and a white patch. And you always, that's energy. You can see the difference right there. And the white always goes on the right and the brown on the left. And that is how energy works. The way you know the difference between some of his patches is they all kind of look white, but you just look at the language on the back. That says energy. That this says X39. So basically, that's when David started. But people didn't really understand what light was then. And so the company was small. Well, in 2018, it was the perfect marriage of light and stem cells. And the company just took off. And we're over 300 million today, and we're moving towards 500 million. So know that a company doesn't get this big if the technology is not working for people. So let's talk about how you wear X39. You could wear it right below the back of the neck or under the belly button. But really, any spot will do as your whole body's light. The only rule is 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. Let me say that again. 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. The reason you can't wear it 24 hours over and over and over again is because your body will get used to the signal and it won't work so well. So 12 on, 12 off. Now, you can wear it all day. You can wear it all night. David has about 12 different types of patches. And so some of us wear a certain set during the day and a certain set during the night, but that is your choice. So once again, you just unstick it and you just, right now, I'm going to put it right below the back of my neck. 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Nothing is going into your body. This is non-transdermal. There is no stem cells going into your body. There is no fillers going into your body. It is all light, reflection of your own light, making change in your body, activating GHK copper peptide, which calls onto your stem cells to start working again. So no transdermal, always just light working in your body. So it's non-transdermal, right? So nothing's going into your body. You know, some of those patches that they're all talking about, like the nicotine patches or the hormone patches, that's using a patch to put substance in your body. Know that none of David's patches put substance in the body. They all reflect a different wavelength of light to do a different action in your body. X39's wavelength of light activates GHK copper peptide. The next patch I'm going to talk about is also made from crystal. They're all this white crystal. They're all different lattice shapes to reflect different light waves, to do different things in the body. People have been asking me a lot about how that works. So I just want to make sure that you guys understand that. So let's talk about the second patch. This is called Eon, and Eon goes with X39. We like to call these two together the dynamic duo. And as practitioners, my recommendation is that you always start with these two patches for your patients as their base patches. These two first, and then you can layer other patches on top of. But this is a good starting point. Why is Eon so important with X39? Eon activates a peptide in the liver that reduces inflammation. Inflammation is an eater of stem cells. So when you reduce inflammation, you turbocharge your stem cell repair. Let me say that again. When you reduce inflammation, you turbocharge your stem cell repair. That's why they work so well together. Think of inflammation as a little Pac-Man eating the stem cells. So if you get rid of inflammation, then the stem cells will be able to work better. In fact, that's one of the reasons sometimes those injections aren't very effective. You know, you go spend $20,000 in Europe for a cord blood stem cell injection. Those are young stem cells. Just so you know, cord blood is many of us have had babies. When we had babies, you would have your placenta come out and you would have the cord blood. And for the most part, they just threw that in the garbage. Unless you, as a mother, said, I want to save my cord blood and my placenta. And those were called cord blood banks. And many of us did that in the 90s when we were having our babies. They told us back then, we don't know how these are going to be used yet. They didn't know. We just know that they're important. So you should save them. Well, I had a child with symptoms of autism, and I have identical twins. And so I saved my twins' cord blood because I thought, well, maybe one day it could help them and help my other son, right? And so that was the reason. But at the time, I didn't know. Now, 20 years later, it turns out that they were right. These cord blood, this stem cell, this young stem cell can differentiate. And now we understand that. So that's where that comes from. And so many countries now, mostly in Europe and in Mexico, are using cord blood and doing injections, but they're $10,000 to $20,000 an injection. That's what Tony Robbins went and did in Europe in that shoulder, if you've read his new book. So what happened is that inflammation, let's say you just have this really bad knee and you did the injection. Inflammation is going to go eat all those new stem cells, right? And then what's going to happen? Well, we're still old because you haven't made the stem cells young. So eventually those young stem cells are just going to die out because you're old. So what if you could activate your own stem cells to work like they're young, basically for less than a cup of coffee a day? This costs $100 a month for a 30-day supply. And what if you could reduce inflammation so that you didn't have Pac-Man eating all the stem cells? Would this be a better alternative than maybe spending 20 grand on a stem cell injection in Europe? I would say probably so. Now, you could also say, go get that injection in Europe and then start wearing X39 and Eon after and make that work longer. So for some of you practitioners, I know that some practitioners, they are working with a cord blood stem cell or nasal stem cells or a PRP. There's some different bone marrow stem cells. So if you're one of those practitioners already working in the industry, do what you do and then continue to activate with this after. So that is X39 and Eon. And we call, once again, this the dynamic dual. The other interesting piece about X39 and Eon, we have noticed that when you put that together on a patient, it's very demonstrative. Most patients will notice something within 2 days of putting these two on together. Not most, 50%. And 50% won't. But what you want to say as a practitioner is, of course, we're activating your stem cells. You need to wear these 1 month for every decade you are old. You may notice something, you may not. It does take time to activate your stem cells, but we notice this works pretty good. The third set that I think is really important for practitioners is Ice Wave. Ice Wave is what we call the pain Band-Aid. Basically, it's a 2-patch system like energy. And you put the brown patch on the pain spot and the white patch about 3-6 inches away. So how would you do that? Here's what you would ask your clients. Bill, where do you hurt the most? Oh, I hurt the most right here on my shoulder. I hurt my shoulder. Great. Where does it radiate to? That is, does it radiate down? Does it radiate across? Oh, it radiates down. Okay, well, let's put it at the end of the pain radiation. See there? You see what I'm doing? Boom. It radiates down. Okay, boom. Right there, there's your pain. Okay, now that's going to break the connection of pain. Ice Wave basically breaks the connection of pain in the connective tissue. It's like a negative and a positive charge. Have you guys ever charged your batteries where you have to put the negative charge and the positive charge on your battery and the battery goes? Yeah, that's the same. We're using electricity to basically charge out the pain. Pretty cool, isn't it? Then what you do is you put X39 right in the spot. You ready? We call this pop the spot of pain. You guys following me? Right there, boom. And then you could put an Eon right here. You like this, Sean? We're popping the spot of pain. Yeah, let's pop that pain. Boom. Now we've popped the spot of pain. I'm telling you, you pop that patient's spot of pain right in the office. By the time they walk out of the office, they're buying because their pain's gone. It's no joke. And so I really like the first 3 patches for any office to be X39, your stem cell activation patch, Eon for inflammation, Ice Wave for pain, pop the spot of pain. Now, the other way you can do it is a lot of people put X39 and Eon right below the back of the neck. and then they'll pop the spot with Ice Wave. Your whole body's light, any spot will do. The patches can touch each other. They can kiss. They can be on top of each other. Remember, this is light. Universal truth. We are light. We work perfectly with light. Light and water make a flower bloom. For some reason, our bodies really like it. So it works all ways. Okay, so don't get yourself all worked up on that. So those are the 3 patches. Now, there's more, but those are the 3 I really want you to understand. Everybody good so far? So now I'm going to take you to our website, because as practitioners, I know you're going to want to do some research on this. Of course you are. So write this down in your notes. You're going to go to startx39now.com. That's startx39now, NOW.com. And I'm going to show it to you right now. And here's the site. And this is your homework if you are new today. And also, this is what you would tell your clients to go look at to educate. It's our education site. And you just say, hey, watch the first video on light. It's only 2 minutes. Watch the second video on stem cells activation. It's only 3 minutes. And please look at some of the pictures, because pictures don't lie. Let's take a look. This is Our Lady. This is the same woman. It looks like grandmother and daughter. Look at the change in the skin, stem cells. Look at this little boy's finger. His finger got cut off. It died. It regrew back. Stem cells. This is me. Yeah, that was cancer or fast growing cells, Marcy. Lot of inflammation from steroids that they injected me every week so I could handle the chemo. Sad days. And then there's Pretty Marcy. Yes, stem cells. This is Mandy. Does that look like the same person? She looks 16 there. Let's be honest. She looks 16. You know we don't like turkey necks, ladies. Look at how the turkey neck went bye-bye. Look at symptoms of scoliosis. For doctors working in this field, look at how the back is straightening up. Nerve pain, no joke. Look at this. The nerves are all kinked and now they straighten. So I just want you to look at the pictures and tell your clients to look at the pictures. Lastly, what you can do is look at the 18-minute video. This is David Schmidt. He explains the technology of X39 and the issues it helps with. Once you do that, you're going to go crazy in all the patents and the research. So go over here to patents. And what you're going to do is you're going to go view X39 patent. And what does this say? Yes, it activates stem cells through GHK copper peptide. You can't have a patent if it doesn't work. Clinical studies, go look at the studies. There are so many great studies. You could go right here to all the studies. X39, there's a new study on athletic performance. There's a study on brain balance. There's a study on how the heart starts to repair. Great studies. Go read the studies. They're there. And then after that, you're going to go, oh my gosh, this is so good. I want to know more. And so you're going to go to the very bottom. Oh, I forgot about this. You're going to love this too. And you're going to watch David actually talk about all the research. That's right from the owner of the company. We are privately owned. David is the inventor, the CEO, and the patent holder. And really his mission is to live longer and help us all do the same. What a great mission. That's all he wants to do. And since he owns the company, he gets to make the decisions on what he wants to do. And I love that. So then you can come right over here and you can go into a deep dive. These are all the products that David has made. Under the deep dive, you can see a 10-minute video of all the products. So this would be great. Sean, for example, you could go watch this today. And then you can really go exciting and watch the 1 hour that from David of every product that he makes. So now it's time to do some education for yourself. Okay, and that is that. So lastly, after you do all that, you're going to go, I need a 1-page because that's a lot. And right here, you can just download the 1-page. And I have this with me all the time. And why do I like this? Well, it quickly tells you what every patch does and a quick placement. So I'm just going to touch quickly on this. X39 activates all your stem cells. X49 also activates your stem cells, but it activates it through the daughter peptide AHK. This helps build lean muscle mass. It grows bones. It acts as a Faraday cage for cell phone radiation, and it builds testosterone. I like to say X39 repairs you. X49 gives you the hot body. Glutathione, your master detox and your master antioxidant. Glutathione, that pathway, is the polar outer of all yuck, fungus, mold, virus, toxins, metals, Roundup, you name it. This is going to pull it out, and it is no joke. This one will give detox. So you can always if a detox happens for your clients, then instead of having them wear the whole patch for 24 hours or for 12 hours, excuse me, a half a patch for maybe, I don't know, 2 hours. And then the next day they can wear the other half for 2 hours. If there's detox, you have permission to titrate your clients up, okay? Because you don't want them to not be on this because they're detoxing. These patches also have a 3-inch radius. So there's a small group of people that have a little allergy, but normally it's actually a detox. It's just the patch is pulling stuff out of the skin. But if people freak out about that, have them put it on their t-shirt or on their bra or on their underwear because there's a 3-inch radius. Also, you can put this on animals, and most people put it on the animal's collar because there's a 3-inch radius. Once in a small while, you'll get a little red spot. I like to say that's almost like a little tiny sunburn or something. And when that happens, you just move the patch somewhere else. Or if you're freaked out and it's too red, you put it on the clothes. Okay, so those are some of the things that can happen, and you just help your clients work through it. It's no big deal. Eon, we already talked about how it reduces inflammation. Carnosine is the protector of all your organs. It also protects your telomeres. Telomeres are the lady fingers of your DNA. When those are long, you live. When they stub out and get short, you die. So you definitely want your carnosine to be the protector. I wear carnosine real close to my heart. It just feels good. Alavida is our skincare system. Alavida you put right between your 2 eyebrows. I wear this patch at night, mostly because wearing this during the day, people think you look like a dork. So you got to wear that one at night. You don't want to be the dork. and we all know I was the dork once because I went with Jan to BJ's. It's a little restaurant, and I forgot I had it between my eyebrows, and we're meeting at the bar for a glass of wine. All these men are staring at me, and I look at her and I say, "Oh my gosh, I must be so cute today. Look at this." And she goes, "No, they're all staring at you because you look like a dork. You have that thing between your eyebrows." So anyway, that was my lesson. So now I wear it at night. So that never happens again. And now nobody looks at me anymore, which is fine. Okay. Anyway, okay. If anybody knows, I'm just a little bit crazy. So that's Alavida. Alavida activates your collagen. It also reduces oxidative stress in 5 minutes, and it will change your energy signature from dark purple with holes to beautiful turquoise in 5 minutes. When I saw the research on that, by the way, you can go look at the research on Alavida. I showed you where to find that. You will see that David created the packaging of Alavida as turquoise because in 5 minutes, that's what our energy signature looks like when we wear Alavida. Pretty amazing. Alavida is it makes your skin beautiful. It's the reason with X39 and Alavida that we as older women are not getting the droopy jaw or the turkey neck. And we have really bright, glowy skin. So once again, that is Alavida. X39 are the ones that build your collagen, and it will relieve the turkey neck. Trust me. It also is a lengthener of telomeres. So that's longevity as well. So Alavita is a gorgeous, gorgeous patch. It does come with a day and night cream. And David made this because our skin is the biggest organ of the body. And when you have, and you just don't want yucky stuff going through your skin into your bloodstream. So he made a very clean product. Amazing. You can get 2 sleeves of Alavita, which is a 60-day supply, and a day and a night cream for $150. It's so good. This is the only way I buy Alavita, through the kit, and because it's such a better deal. And then I just use my cream all over my body now, which is great. The day cream feels like silk. It literally feels like silk. SP6. SP6 is amazing in that it actually regulates the hypothalamus, which is the regulation of your hormones, your digestive system, and your pancreas. It will curve sugar, and it will also curve sugar cravings, and it's great for weight loss, and it's also great for anyone that has sugar issues, if you know what I mean. I just started wearing SP6 because I have digestive issues after chemo. And it was April Vaughn who told me that this one would really help with that. And boy, has it made a difference. I am a lover of SP6 now, and I wear it just like it is on this picture right above the ankle there. Energy, we talked about that. It converts fat into energy, and it is the igniter of your mitochondria, or the ATP of your body. Ice wave, of course, it breaks the connection of pain. Remember, we're gonna put a brown and a brown patch on the pain spot, a white patch about 3 inches away, and it's going to break the connection of pain. Is actually like charging out the pain, kind of like we talked about how you charge a battery. Silent Night is a new one that my family just started wearing, and I did not understand the beauty of this until my son told me. Of course, my son has symptoms of autism. He was diagnosed at 2.5. He is now 24. And he is high functioning, I would say 90% recovered, but he still struggles with something called symptoms of anxiety or OCD. So his brain spins. And it gets really bad at night, real bad at night. And so we were putting X39, Eon, and glutathione. He would wear it right on his forehead. And then I bought a pack of Silent Night, and I didn't know. He just goes and takes my stuff and puts it on his body. And one day he comes to me and he goes, "Can you buy some more Silent Night, Mom?" I said, "Why?" He goes, "That one works really good for me. I put that on with my X39, my Eon, my glutathione, and my Silent Night. I put that all on my forehead at night. And when I wake up in the morning, my head's not spinning." And it goes, "I think Silent Night is an actual real good one." I said, "Okay," but I didn't know why. So I did some research. Well, it turns out that Silent Night first activates serotonin and then melatonin. Serotonin is the neurotransmitter in the brain that helps with anxiety. Of course, melatonin puts you to sleep and is great for the immune system. So that is why now I always have plenty Silent Night. AccuLife is pain for the animals. Animals also have pain. And you can tell a horse that's in pain by the quiver. And you just, once again, AccuLife, like Ice Wave, brown patch on the pain spot, white patch on the other spot, it will break the quiver. AccuLife and Ice Wave are the same product. Ice Wave is for humans, AccuLife is for pets, only because FDA recognizes phototherapy for humans, but not in the vet community. So vets, they recognize acupressure. So that is why we have a vet brand, AccuLife, because it is approved for vets under the acupressure category. Aromatherapy mist. We have a Shine and a Dream. This is olfactory. You spray it on your hand and you inhale with your nose. Olfactory. Shine gives you energy. Dream puts you to sleep. In addition, it activates testosterone and oxytocin. Of course, testosterone and oxytocin are great for keeping your tissues youthful. So I hope that helps you understand our product line. And once again, you go to startx39now.com and you can do some more research on that. So now let's take a moment and talk about how the doctor offices are actually setting up their offices so that they can get this product to their patients. And it's really pretty simple. They order a business bag, or I like to say a practitioner bag that is like this or black. And then we have these envelopes that this side explains how the X39 works. You just read it to your patients, okay? This side shows you how you put the product on. And it has Start X39 Now on it. And you direct your patients. And of course, you have a label with your doctor's name, your phone number, and of course, the website where your patients can go order. We made these for Dr. Dini. She was on the call last night. She has about 50 of these always ready to go, stacked up in her office. Inside are our mini info cards. Well, what do you think are on here? The what to expect. I'll read it. Within 24 hours, you will reset 4,000 genes to a younger, healthier state. 1 to 3 months, we will reset the brain, and there is studies. 3 to 6 months, we're going to activate your stem cells, and 6 to 12 months, we're going to help rebuild your heart. This is the what to expect. But you can look at the pictures, and those are the same pictures that are on the Now site. And on the top is a script. Everything I create for the offices are scripted. You don't have to know everything yet. You have to know how to read. Do you remember in kindergarten when the teacher used to have all the kids around and they used to read to us and how great that was? That's all I'm asking you to do here. Read it. So don't just hand it to someone, read it. So what do I mean by that? Well, read it. Well, LifeWave, I'm reading, uses a form of wearable light technology that activates your own stem cells, makes more stem cells, and resets it to a younger, healthier state. Stem cells are the only cells in your body that are changeable. They can change into whatever cell your body needs for repair, like when you were 20. Visit startx39now.com and look at the pictures. Oh, and you could actually track yourself. How's your pain now? How's your energy now? What's it going to be in 30 days? And you can, as practitioners, give your patients homework. All these cards are matte, so people can write on them, okay? Then you say, but here, take this home and read all the different patches. This is the same that you saw on the site. Then you can recommend. I recommend X39 and Eon and IceWave for you. And you just circle the ones you recommend, but you may, oh, you have sleep issues too. Well, let's do the sleep one too. Oh, here's a price list and an order form. Yes, you can get all of these. $149 for X39, $119 to be a preferred customer. We like the silver pack, the wholesale pack. It's the best deal. That's for individuals. The gold pack is for families, double the inventory. And of course, the platinum and the diamond are for people that are builders that need inventory, either to build their business or you may have a practice and you want inventory. Great. And if you look right here, you can see the little football. 1 X39, 1 X49 equals 2 of any of our supportive patches. So you can mix and match. But wait, we also on this side already make the packs for you. So you want the dynamic duo, that's 1 X39 and 4 Eon for $299 and 1 X39 the following month to keep your stem cells activating. The $299 is a one-time 30-day money-back guarantee. But then, of course, 1 X39 the following month to keep your stem cells activating is only $99. And of course, once we put this in, the company will ship this to you like Amazon. And then I will have my assistant send you your username, your website, and your passcode. And then you can be in control of your own orders. Then the company's shipping, and then the company pays you, the practitioner, a thank you check for moving the shipping out. The reason I recommend a Silver Kitten auto ship is because you want to keep your patients on X39. And then they'll pick and match what they want in addition, right, at the next month or month 3. But if you just do a pack with no auto ship, then your patients don't stay compliant on X39 and your business doesn't stay compliant or active for your back end money either. I'm just going to say, be honest, that's what you need to do. A pack and an auto ship, a pack and an auto ship, silver pack and auto ship, gold pack and auto ship. And the big pack is your patient gets to try a lot. And it's a one-time bigger amount of money, but the auto ship is just one X39 at $99. So it's not overwhelming. Then all you do is fill out the order form, the name, the address, the credit card. Once you get the order, you're ready to put it in your back office. And then now it ships to your person and you make the back end money. Once you take your order, what you can do is you can call Jan Rand and say, I've taken my order. Now what do I do? And she will help you. Or you can call your upline that can help you. Jan, can you put your name and number in chat, as she is the helper of much of our admin. Now, in addition, you can also, once you take the order, say, well, I've taken the order and I can't get a hold of Jan and I don't know what to do. So I'm going to show you another site. You go to Start X39 Biz. That's startx39biz.com. That's the business site I created for you. And just get comfortable with these two sites. You're always going to show startx39now.com as the information site and startx39biz.com as your business site. And then you'll have your own replicating site. You put your orders in that ships to your patients, lifewave.com/Dr. Smith, for example. Okay, so let me show you startx39biz. That's startx39biz.com. So what you're going to do is I'm going to show you now under where you're going to find things. So first of all, the most important thing if you're new to this call is you want to click here for your email, text, and blast. Your name, your cell, your email, click subscribe. This will put you in for all the things that we blast out every week for communication. I always like to say a team that communicates is a team that's alive. A team that doesn't communicate is a team that is not. So when you see all the communications, don't freak out. Just pick 2 trainings a week and 3 testimonial calls. That will be enough for you to understand what's going on. And also you can send your people there. Now you're going to go to the 14 steps to success. And you're going to go to give a gift. And this is where you're going to order the business bag. And I'll put the link in chat. And this is all the materials I just talked about for you. So you can order those from Jan. You can order up to 2 bags. They're $8. And you want to email Jan Rand your name, your phone number, and your address. Do not text her. You must email her this. And she will get this going for you. Okay, so those are all the cards. So you say as a doctor's office, how do I do this? You guys, I just use these cards. I set up all my offices with these. Deanie has 20 of these, 40 of these labeled. She just did a education seminar last week. She had 30 of her patients there. What did we do? Everybody had one of these. I just read all the cards and I put X39 and E on the back of everybody's neck. And then at the end of the seminar, I said, who has pain? And I put Ice Wave on the people with pain. By the end, everybody was filling out the order form and giving them to Deanie. She gave them to her assistant and the assistant put all the orders in, went to all the patients, and Deanie made the back end money. So I just want you to realize that it's just the same material. Now Deanie, she sees, 20 patients a day. She's patching everyone with X39 Eon and Ice Wave, and she reads the cards to everyone and signs them all up. Okay, so that is really all we do over and over and over again. It's really not that hard. So once again, order that, please. Now, if you also, I like the business cards, and all my doctors have business cards. And basically you just click here if you want to order your business cards. And this is what Dr. Deanie did. She had her picture in here, her QR code, lifewave.com/Dr. Deanie, and her phone number. And you call Sally for the business cards. And you may want to get that phone number there. Take a picture of that. And so really it's just business cards and the informational envelopes with the mini info cards. That's really all we have. I wonder if I'm calling those informational. I like the name of that. Informational envelopes. Okay. Okay, so you can also go to marketing materials right here. Okay, so remember tab 6, and you can get whatever you want. You might want to order more than what Jan's doing with just 10. Maybe you want to order 100. Maybe you want to order 200, not from Jan, from Sally. So Sally is the printer of everything. So what do I mean by that? Oh, well, there's the, oh, she calls them the sharing envelopes. I like that too. There's the sharing envelopes. So, okay, so the sharing envelopes, there they are. You just order those. There's labels. You can order labels. I love those labels. They're so professional. That's the labels I have on mine, you see? And then there's the mini cards. So I look at the new mini cards have both the silver and the gold on the back. I love that. So you got your order form, your what to expect, your 3 generation. It's actually called the all products flyer. We're changing the name of that, and the before after tracker. And you can just order as much as you want. And then you can also, if you want, I love these. So I order these for my offices. This is the Mandy poster board, the Marcy poster board, and the before and after poster board. And why do I like this? Because it's really easy to talk to patients about. You point to the pictures, you read. Dr. Dini has it on her wall now in her office. Okay. And then some of you guys may want this. I don't know if you'll want this in the office, but you might want it for a meeting, right? And so, I mean, it's just a little tablecloth. It's really pretty basic, right? So Sean, you asked, what does an office need? They need the sharing envelopes and the mini info cards. Okay. You need, I like to have one little poster board, and I like to have a little cloth maybe, and some business cards. Now, if you go, wow, that's way too much stuff, I don't need that much, then all you need is the sharing envelopes with the mini info cards. That's it. And you just do this over and over and over again. And if you are in office, you use that to share to your patients in the office. If you are doing an education seminar, you use those for the educational seminar. If you're doing a doctor event, you know, where you're doing a big thing where you have a table, I like to call it a booth event. What do you have? Those cards, and you take names and numbers of different doctors that are at the events, right? I just want you guys to see it's the same thing. And if you want to see how to do an education seminar, this is really cool too. I just added this. So if you go to startx39biz.com, that's startx39biz.com again, you go to the 14 steps to success, and you go down to tab number 14, use the resource library. And it's called a patching party setup, but it's not just a patching party. It's also educational seminar. So this is the invite. And you can invite people to your educational seminar. And you just, this is editable. You just type in it. Okay. Then this tells you what you need to set up. What do you need? You need X39, IceWave, and Eon. You read the envelopes. You point to the pictures. You put X39 and Eon right below the back of the neck. You bring testimonials up front. You ask, do people have pain? You patch it with IceWave. You take the order. Like, that's all I do over and over and over again. By the end of the educational seminar, everybody that was in pain that you put IceWave on is no longer in pain, and everybody signs up. That's what we just did with Dr. Dini. And all the materials are right here. You could just order the materials for your educational seminar. You can see the same materials are coming over and over because I use the same stuff. And if you want to order a couple easels, so you could have these like on, you know, a tabletop or on, you know, standing, you sure can do that. So lastly, I want to take you to, let's say you took the order and you don't have Jan Rand's phone number. By the way, I take Jan Rand to dinner at least 3 times a week just to make sure she continues working for us. I want you guys to know that. So you go here and you go to tab 10, input the order. And take the order is important too. This is where all the forms are. So if you're like, oh my God, I don't have any of these little cards, what do I do? Don't worry, they're right here. Just print them out. You don't need to have cards. You can just print them out. Oh, there's the before and after tracker. Print them out. Okay, just print them out. So that's all under take an order. And then you can go into input the order. And right there, it just shows you how to input an order. Shows you how to set up an auto ship. You can watch the video, or you can call Jan, or if you get really freaked out, you go back to resource library and you call customer service. Okay, so those are some real easy ways of doing things. So let's go back and put a few of my favorite links in so you guys know that what I say you can grab. So let's see how I do. We're going to go to tab number 6, give a gift. And we're going to go to those business bags, right? And all we're going to do is put that link in. So you could order a business bag or 2 for your office today, if you so choose. I don't know why it won't come in. Weird. Okay, hold on. Let me try one more time. Okay, so business bag is in chat. Okay, let's see what else we need to take. How about the
Hey, Mars, just can I say real quick, I'm a little behind on the bags because I've been filling the promotions.
yeah,
So I'm working on them now. So if you order, it's going to be a few days. So
that's fine. You guys give her at least a week and don't get on her, because remember, then pretty soon I'll have to take her 5 days a week to keep her. I mean, my God. All right, so then we're going to go to marketing supplies. Okay, so far I've just sent you the business bag, the marketing supplies. I've just sent you the business cards. Now let's also send you how you could do your education seminar. I think that's great. If I was a doctor, I would be doing an educational seminar on stem cells once a month. I mean, it would be great. Can somebody help me on that, please? Okay, so let's see if I do this right. Oh, I did. Okay, so that one right there, it says patching party. I probably should have it say patching party educational seminar. It's the same thing, okay? Educational seminars are what doctors are going to do. A patching party is what your best friend's going to do down the street. Do you understand? But it's still education on stem cells. So I just want to make sure that we understand that. Okay, so basically what I got in chat now is I got buy the business bag. I got order your marketing materials. I got the patching events, and I got I think I don't think I did I do the business cards, or did I screw up on that? I think I did the business bags twice. Hold on, let me do business cards. And then I will also do real quick. Jan, did you put your name in chat for people in case they have questions? And I also am going to do.
I did.
Okay, thank you. I'm also going to do real quick under input the order. I'm going to send this because I'm feeling like a lot of people don't really understand once they take the order how to get it into the system so it ships to your client and you get the thank you check from LifeWave. So I sent that to you, but once again, you can call Jan or text her for an appointment and she can help you, okay? And then lastly, I'm going to also do under the resource library customer service, okay? Because when all else fails and you're feeling alone or you don't know what you're to do, customer service is great too. So with that, it is 9:58. I thank you for coming today. Normally, we have some of the doctors talk about their patients and their testimonials, but we don't have time today. So today, this call was really about 30 minutes of the technology, how it works, and a deep 30 minutes about how you really get your office set up. Sean, you are new. Do you feel like you have a better understanding based on this call? Because you are our indicator if I did what I was supposed to do. How did that go for you?
Yes, this is the perfect call for me today. And the only thing I would ask is how can I access it so I can listen again? Because it goes fast and I want to be able to
Great, that's a
listen again and
great
again.
question. And I didn't do that, and I should have. So there, one more. So you go to startx39biz.com. That's startx39biz.com, and you go to the 14 steps to success. And you're going to go to tab 5, which is join Telegram. And I'm going to put that in link right now. And I'm going to show you how you do this. This is our communication, and it's powerful. So what you do is you click on tab 5, and to join Telegram, you've got to join it through your Apple or your Android. And you do it with your phone. Remember, startx39biz.com. It's really better on your phone. I made it for me to use with my cell phone because I like to text and talk and talk and text all day long. I want to move links fast. So you click on there with your phone and you sign up, your name, your phone number, your email. You sign up for Telegram, and they're going to say to you, hey, do you want all your contacts in there? You say yes, because we are networkers. That's what we do. So contacts are what our lifeblood is in this particular type of business. So yes, then it's going to kick you out. And you're going to go, now what do I do? You got to go back in to startx39biz.com under 14 steps to success under tab 5 Telegram. Then you're going to click every link. The first link is your team evolve. This is everything we talk about. The second link is testimonials only. We have 3,000 testimonials from the last 4 years. You can search anything, symptoms of pain, symptoms of bacteria, symptoms of, breast stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can search that. You can also look at your business trainings. This training will be both in the business training section and also the practitioner group. And everything we do in the practitioner group is right here. And then all of our before and after pictures are here, as well as our Spanish. So this is where you would find. So Sean, you will find when this is up, and it usually takes about 12 to 24 hours to get everything up. My girl, Juliana Dennis, thank God for her. She downloads all of our stuff and posts our YouTube links. And so we are blessed for communication. And so, you would just go to the practitioner group and grab that, or you could go to the practitioner group and grab one from last Thursday. I did one quite like this last Thursday as well. This one might be a little better, to be honest. And then you could also go into the business training. Also, you want to click and you want to join our Facebook. Right now, we're live on Facebook. You could go on Facebook right now and watch this because I live streamed on it. Okay, you guys good with that? I'm live streaming right now on it. Okay, I just remembered that. And then YouTube, they're all posted on our YouTube. Dr. Stacy also has YouTube, really good. She's really good on science. And then Susan Allen does a lot on interviews, very good. Or you can go to some of the preloaded testimonials. But this is, you're looking for how do I get the current stuff right here. Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Okay, great. I always love to ask our newest person because it's a good monitor. You know, I like to say this training is like Montessori school. You got first graders and eighth graders. You got people just learning. You got people more advanced. So we always want to make sure our newest folks know how to do this. And so that's really always the monitor that we're doing what we need to do. So Sean, thank you for being that for us today. And it's 10 o'clock. Our practitioner call is over for today. We'll see you next Thursday at 9 o'clock Pacific. As always, lots of love to you. And thank you so much for coming today. Bye-bye now.
Thank you.